Greetings everyone, General Roastrock reporting in, and welcome back to what should be the last episode of Complex LCA Scythe, because this is the last map, the ultimate map. Map 30, Fire and Ice, one that I hope I've been doing enough justice by hyping it up, because this is tough. This is going to be a very, very tough map. Maybe one of the toughest that any Complex YouTuber's ever taken on. At least by this scale, because when it comes to Scythe maps, admittedly they are very short compared to a lot of other Doom maps. I know I'd like to brag about beating 10 maps in one video compared to everyone else, but there are some pretty short maps, in complete honesty, compared to what we have nowadays. That still doesn't mean that this map is going to be a cakewalk, because let me just read you off some things. On this difficulty, Map 30 Fire and Ice has 10 Cyber Demons, 13 Archviles, 80 Barons of Hell, and 375 Revenants. Because what good is making elaborate corridors where you can just make a box room and fill it with 100 skeletons, put a door behind it, and put a key in front of it? Yes, that's going to be the best way you can make your maps. I will swear up and down, no matter how much I love this WAD, this is exactly where the Revenant fetish thing came from. How people just love playing this, so they just love to put Revenants throughout their entire map. It's like half the enemies are Revenants in this map. That's insanity. But oh well. Can't hate it too much, even with that. Give me a second to actually think about what I'm going to say first, because I go in here, I'm finally back, I'm finally able to do this one map, and I'm finally able to get Scythe off my chest, until I at least come back to it for the other two difficulties here, Ultraviolence and Average Player. That's what I'm wanting to do, all three difficulties, all three different settings for how the monsters are set up, respect the creators and all that. But I'll finally be able to actually start something new, maybe something TNT now that I've established a Doom 2 map set that I've been able to do, but I don't know, we'll have to see until then. So, first just id-clev over to that. And they obviously have to start you off in a area where you can't see most of the map. Look at that, 700, let me find the Revenant number again. 375? Yes, that's more than half the map. It's Revenants, half the map is Revenants! Like, seriously. Also, while I'm at it, while I'm just sitting in a somewhat quiet spot, someone actually did ask about the skin that I was working on, the General Roastrock skin. Yeah, they do start you out with the backpack. Yeah, you're that bad off, you have to start out with full extra ammo. But someone asked about the Roastrock skin that I was working on, and I'd like to say it's mostly done now. I actually, finished out detailing the taunts. They could use a bit of a sound buffer, but when I say buffer, I mean buff, not buffer. Actually two completely different words just by one suffix. But they could be a little bit louder, but I think they're mostly done. Listen to this. Oh lord, that was extremely quiet. Oh well, I'll fix that later, but I'm just wanting to say that it is done. It is mostly done, and I think I'm gonna have one day where I just release it, give everyone about 48 hours to download it, because this is for the fans. This is for the faithful. They get the exclusive edition Roastrock skin. I'm gonna stop stalling now. I just wanted to make sure you guys knew about that. Get on with the map, because this is going to be very painful. Thankfully all the Barons are normal to start out with. Duck in here. This is where you need to go. This is the first actually gives you an auto map, and you can actually see the rest of the map. Look at that. It's a lot of map to do. Thankfully, there's no special kind of Barons. We can just whittle away with this. When it comes to a very big map like this, you almost want to get these bigger, badder enemies to spawn. Like, I kind of want a Cyberuser right here, because we can duck out and duck back, and have a good chance of actually getting a railgun. Did that imp just take down a Baron? One devil just clawed a Baron in half. Not even mad, that's impressive. I'm gonna go ahead and warn everyone too, this might be a bit of a slower start until we can actually get a foothold. That's where we should be. How did he... Oh, it was a Rictus Incarnate, the Comet's Bounce, right. Okay, this next segment is kind of hell, because Yeah, you want to guess what comes out here? A square hallway with a little square room in it. Let me go ahead and grab the rocket launcher that's right here. Avoid the bouncing comments. There we go, okay. Alright, let's just trigger some bone. Oh yeah, I forgot about the 2 archviles right behind them. And they're not going to come up because they have way too many corpses to work with. Oh, there he comes, actually. Didn't think he'd be that fast. Archvile speed has been buffed in Complex to where they can actually sprint now. Which does them a good number. Is the other one dead too? Where'd the other one go? I only killed one. Where did you even come from? Okay, there he is. Must have walked out into the lava. Of course. This is going to be painful to try and cut through because he's going to revive every single bone down there, and I don't have any good explosive weaponry to deal with him. Come on, I got a Rictus Incarnate right on top of me too. Get some health. Blast rocket goes out. Don't know how I dodged the one Rictus Kamikaze. This just needs time and focus. That's all I'm asking for. Just some time and some focus. Now we go down here. There's an invulnerability to my right. I know that for sure. Don't know about anything else because, again, difficulty values change the items and all. Get gone. Oh, there's an invulnerability over there, too. Oh, they stack you up in normal difficulty, then. I gotta remember that, though. I have to remember that. I did not think he'd do the flamethrower at that distance. Usually with flamethrowers on Megawad, you have to be, like, right there. Right up in their face. This part's a bit interesting to get through because the Cyber Demons usually... How did you get around? Okay, I have to deal with that Rictus Incarnate. He's gonna bother me. Load it up. Load it up twice because it was fully empty. You want to know something? Hold on, let me empty this pistol magazine because I don't think I've explained this before. When you load a gun from empty that's reloadable, it's always missing one bullet, so if you reload it from there, you could just reload it again. People think that this is a glitch, but I've actually seen that Daedalus has confirmed that it's intentional. He calls it one in the chamber, which I guess actually does make sense in an arms perspective. But come on, having to reload it twice is time-consuming. Did he get... How did he get down here? Those things can't lunge, can they? There's no way those things can lunge. They can... Okay, go on. We gotta get in invulnerability if we can. Go for a suit. I accidentally took both of them. This might be a dead run. Just get that. Now we're fine to just go up and shotgun this guy. Red armor, thank God. And, yeah, those Cyber Demons did a number on the Kakos. You saw he killed a BFG and he dropped it. No BFG. You see, this is the part where you want to pray to have a BFG Cacodemon come in. So you have some decent arms. Bisealer being provided with nothing. This may be one of the most tense runs of this map I have had. Now, I hate to spoil anyone on anything, but I have beaten this map before. With Complex LCA. I have to do that for almost everything I play on here, because I want to make sure that it's possible at first. I don't want to do any WADs, like, completely blind. Like, say I were to just do, like, Speed of Doom, and I end up going to map 30, and then, oh, 2 frames a second, good luck dealing with that while an Icon of Sin comes down. I can't do that. There's no way I can do it, so I have to know a little bit about what I'm getting into. I remember someone suggested some blind runs. I'm gonna say someone for a lot of comments because I'm bad with names, and honestly I can't just screw around remembering all that when I'm in the heat of trying to grenade from these soul keepers. So you know who you are, and if you've seen that person that's commented that, you can shout them out yourself if you want. Do a better job than I can. I think we've taken care of a good number of bones so far. Believe me, I remember one section that's just bad with bone. one section that's super bone heavy. Are you not dead? It's like 3 super shotgun blasts. Crazy things. More bone up there. I don't even want to do that part yet. Let's just cut through here. This is the red key segment there. Obviously there's going to be use of all 3 of the keys being the last map. And not just being a monster spawner map too, which is pretty cool. If you take it for a WAD like this, they just like, okay, just put the icon of Syntexture on something and call it a day. No, they actually make it a full map. And a tough full map as well. You know what? Might as well just do the bone, get it over with. Because there is a lot of bone up here. I think there's a soul sphere behind them too, so if we can get a legendary sphere, we can be made for a good segment. Because there's a lot of maps that... That's an invulnerability too. I didn't even see that for a second. It's another invulnerability. There are a lot of invulnerabilities to save in case we get in some kind of hairy situation. That will be happening, trust me. The number of revenants on this map, we're certain to see another legendary revenant soon. Until then, we're just gonna have to forget about the megasphere. There's a megasphere here too. I'm sorry, I cannot get used to some of these items that appear on some of these difficulties. There's just so many of them. That's what I mean by the whole respect thing. Like, people don't just want, like, oh, extreme advanced Doom pros only. Noobs go away, you cannot play my WAD. That's not the case here. They obviously want just about everyone in the community to play this. And for something this old too, where Doom wasn't even that grand of a community, well, of course it was a grand community back then as well, because, heck, it was one of the most downloaded pieces of software at the time. Actually, it was the most downloaded piece of software at the time. Let me not try to remember facts at the moment. I'm not good with factual information while I'm just blowing things into chunky bits. Where'd the Barons go? Okay, Rictus Incarnate's still there. Why are his shots so much faster? The Rictus Incarnate is easily one of the worst LCA enemies. After just basically being a rip from another LCA add-on that has been modified to be an LCA monster, it just doesn't look good. The sprites it uses are from the Hell's Fury, which is a common resource monster nowadays too. They don't look good. They look really funny. Someone copy-pasted a Rictus on top of a Baron body. The gray looks fine, but everything else, I don't have any more ammo. Maybe I shouldn't waste all the pistol ammo in demonstration. Give him a charge. He doesn't charge when he gets, like, that immediate chance for, like, ages. That's weird. These things are weird. Now that I think... We can cut through here. We can open this door, but we'll have some Hell Knights to deal with after that. Unless we can grenade them from over here. Where did I even get this grenade launcher? Oh yeah, it's yes. Cyber Demons died over here. Because when I open that door, that wall over there will drop down, and I do not want to take on those Hell Knights right now. One of the best things about this map is how flexible it is. You can do it in so many orders. You can go out that door right there and go outside almost immediately. Too bad that's a pretty terrible idea, considering what's out there. Being what's out there is most of the revenants, eventually. We'll get there in a second. I think we've done enough damage to the Hell Knights we can open the door now. Hopefully, I'm gonna see like 20 Hell Knight heads pop over that, right? Nope. Not that bad, actually. That's not that bad at all. Alright, we got one vial over there, but right here, this is where we get the BFG. And this is what we need. So I'm trying to contemplate now. I can get that invulnerability. I can rush outside. I do not have any more items because there are no more zombies on this map, so... let's get that phasing. How am I still out of shotgun ammo? Ridiculous. Yeah, grab an invulnerability. We're gonna rush it. Let's go. The button. There's like... okay, Cordial later. I was scared for a second. I just see a cardinal and I see something else pop up. You drop a chalice, so we have some more invulnerability too. Get the Cyber Demon as well. Get the big guys out of the way while you have the invulnerability. There we go. Now we move back. Is that a legendary behemoth? I didn't even see. I saw something glowing over there. I don't think it's a behemoth though. Thankfully not a behemoth. And while the Archvile's stuck on the stairs now, so we just blast him like this. I don't know what hit me there, but I'm getting the sphere. Do not risk it. Just so much to deal with. It's so many angles. Especially when you get up to this little level right here. You'll have the Revenant still shoot you from there. You'll have the Archvile, who I think he's dead now. Pretty sure he's dead. Okay. I've been trying to keep an Archvile death count in my head, but that's not going very well. I already forgot how many I killed. Bam him down. Eventually a couple of Hell Knights down. Why is it still following me? Oh great, Diabolist. Well, he's definitely getting the BFG. You're not dead yet. This is crazy. He has some resilience. And then we get this wonderful part of the map where we just kind of lob explosives into this huge pack of Hectobi amongst other Mancubus types. I'm not going to defend this map as a slaughter map because obviously a lot of slaughter map elements are here. Speaking of slaughter, I actually have some good news for the entire Doom community. It's just been figured out by someone on the come on. Give me some words. Give me some words, people. The Project Brutality Discord that Sergeant Mark IV has put code on his map pack Extermination Day to completely crash GZ Doom whenever you load it with Project Brutality. And that's a pretty dickish thing to do, in all honesty. The way he does it is that whenever you load the model of Project Brutality, it does a scan to see if any of Project Brutality's items are in there. And if there are, then immediately spawns hundreds, if not thousands, of panes of glass, which then all immediately break, overload the item limitations of GZ Doom, and just, it can crash your computer. It has the chance to crash your computer. It's that strong. Don't get me wrong, I am okay with people not wanting to be connected with some certain mods, especially ones that add on to their own, because trust me, in all honesty, LCA has one of the worst add-on communities I've ever seen. And that's coming from a guy whose character comes from an add-on, which comes from community sprites. So I know a thing or two about add-ons. But good lord, yeah, LCA is pretty bad. But there are actually decent ways that you can go about, like, locking out certain mods, because I know some funny things about High Noon Drifter and some other mods doing it where the gun just shoots gore and actual like puns, like actual like kicks to the stomachs, like just simple jokes. When you come down to crashing a computer, something that can actually damage your system, it's just not right. So yeah, you have that to mill over. You can do some more research on it if you want. I don't really know enough details to really pick a side here yet. I definitely don't know enough to really rant on Mark IV or anyone on the Project Brutality team. And I really don't feel like going into Brutal Doom 1. You're blasting away at some of these Hectobi, behemoths, and other such. So yeah, there's some food for thought for you. How am I still out of grenades at this point? Usually there's rockets all over this map. I might have screwed myself over. That's a decently tricky jump to make. I've failed that one a couple times and just plop myself back into the lava. Gotta find some rockets. Ton of rockets at the start, if I remember correctly. I took every one of them, okay. Wow. There is the option to just rush and, okay, of course the Dark Cyber has to immediately see me when I rush out for some ammo. I'm gonna save the chalice when I get ambushed. I'm gonna get ambushed by something eventually. I remember one time a legendary Hell Knight spawned up there. One of the only things that can actually give me a rune pretty commonly. That's the ticket. The ticket out of this level is getting a legendary rune. Once you do that, enemies are cake. Dealing with them is cake. Everything is cake. It's just the struggle up to that point. And speaking of that point, hopefully we can get something to pull out of here. Another Diabolist somewhere. Oh, he's up there. Okay, we can just... Well, that's not too bad. We can just grenade him from here. He'll keep reviving all the Revenants, so he can't hit me. Maybe. Is he dead? Yes, we got him down. Also, there's a load of Barons down there that I don't like dealing with, so we're gonna cheat them. This is a bit dirty, but it's what works, and I'm already out of rockets again. I am very surprised. There have been, like, no rockets I've been able to use. Usually I'm still full at this point. There's some more. Thankfully, there's some more. That's just what you gotta do. This is the LCA right here. You pray that you get some decent Baron spawns so you can get some decent guns with. And then once the gates open up, you can just rush in and get them. I hear a couple more steps. One of the really cool stylistic things that Complex Doom does is that actually give the monsters individual steps. You can tell, like, Barons are obviously a lot heavier than Imps, so their steps are a bit louder. Just these really simple sound design choices that I really like. Like, you hear the hoof stomp of the Barons different from the skeleton pitter-patter of these Revenants. Clear difference. It's just really simple things like that. I really like that. And we got one switch, so this switch I'm pretty sure opens up another large yeah over here. And Sand Spear, we're out. Not dealing with that tornado. Definitely don't feel like dealing with that Sand Spirit tornado. We have an invulnerability, though. I want to save it for this room, though. The choices. How many ways I can use these 3 invulnerabilities? BFG this guy to death. Get him out before he comments. Okay, that's great. Great, okay. Oh god, more Barons. I saw the Rictus comments too, so we're not messing with that. There's no real way up there other than using the blunt tactic of going up those stairs, and Rictus kind of owns those stairs at this point. I think we're gonna go ahead and try and take on this Dark Cyber, and if things get hairy, we'll use the Chalice. Dark Cyber's not bad. He has the railgun, but that's about it. And those. He has the homing rockets, too. And that's it. Not too bad. I didn't think it'd be too bad anyway. I've learned my expectations of certain monsters, especially now that I'm actually getting into playing this myself. After just watching people, like, freak out whenever they have cyber demons, you kind of expect to do that yourself as well. When you actually get the chance to fight a cyber demon yourself, it's not bad at all. You think, like, oh, homing rockets are going to be the death of you immediately, but once you learn how fast they go and how little they curve, it's a breeze. First-hand experience, people. I do not trust anything but that. There's one cyber demon over there. I don't want him getting me. He's got range. He's got a lot of range on his side. And I'd say we can punch through if this hill wasn't here and this Rictus Incarnate wasn't in the back. And that didn't happen. Okay, we need a boost. We need a boost of something. We can chalice our way. Okay, I have a plan. We're just gonna chalice our way in there. Out of my way. I'm looking for a Rictus Incarnate here. There he is. He's dead. Exactly what I was looking for. And that just lasted long enough to find a legend. I almost said legendary Cyber Demon because I saw the rockets. No, thankfully it's just a Cyber Lord. Alright, now we just mop whatever's left. Deal with the, I do not remember that Cyber Demon being there. But now we have one to deal with, apparently. Don't have a lot of BFG ammo either. Collect some cells. Alright, you're no problem. I have an invulnerability right next to me, crying out loud. Seriously, from King G to Hexa and everyone in between, I thought that Cyberlord homing rockets, you just had to get out of dodge. It's not that bad. Especially with the BFG spam. And with this one Baron, I think that should clean up most of the map. Okay. With half the map done, now we can start making some progress. Get the Cyber 2. Look at that, I just skate around them. What's the big deal? No big deal at all. Now, we can start completing the map. So, yellow key is over there. I have to hit a switch and unleash the gratuitous amount of bone that will then proceed to try and come out and kill me. And I mean gratuitous. There's a ton of bone over there. Don't forget about the Phase Overlord. I almost call him a Phase Warlord, but that's another day. Phase Warlord is another day. Just strafe around him fast enough, hopefully. He's dead? Yes, he died, okay. Now, we start doing the map. So that button lowers the revenants, like I said. Mine up a little bit. As much mine as we can get loaded up there. I'm trying to imagine the number of revenants that's about to spawn. Okay, that's a fire. I almost freaked out a bit for a second, because there are 4 Cyber Demons in there, and when you see a glow coming from underneath of it, that's a bit concerning. So yes, of course there's going to be a Legendary Revenant in one of these, so we need an invulnerability for this one. Clearly. Accidentally walked into a Megasphere. No, that's fine. It's okay. No problem done there. Okay, obviously run that way so we can get the invulnerability, because we can make it out of the Revenants in time. What we can't do is waste an invulnerability getting here and then missing out. So throat's starting to sting a little bit. Hopefully this map cleans itself up soon enough. Welcome to Fire and Ice. That could have gone a lot worse. That could have gone much worse than that. Okay. Now the bone is released. Now we have to make a second trip back, so we can go and hit another switch to lower the yellow key. I forgot they can come in on that side, so we're gonna want to mop that up now. Alright, let's go. Way too many of you in this map. I'm getting cocky. I'm gonna back up now. No way I'm going down here. I gotta be swinging at least. Got the invulnerability over here, right? I took it? I don't remember taking it, but okay, apparently we took it. We're gonna have to get creative now. At the top there's an invulnerability. And I think from there we can cut around and hit the revenants from the side. I've had worse plans. I've had many, many worse plans, so I think we'll just go ahead and do that. Go, go, go. Get this group a little bit. Shermatsu we don't have anything to do with once the Legendary comes around. He's going to be coming around soon, for sure. I'm not having BFG ammo yet. Why'd you switch? Is he in there somewhere? Oh, yep, there he is. We downed him, but he's not out yet. I get some more cells. That was a good chunk. That was a decent chunk. Could have been a lot better, but I'm happy with that. There's some. One legendary revenant is not going to be the end of us. In fact, it may be a blessing, actually. He'll drop a rune if we're lucky. And that'll be the rune that we need to get out of here, because the red key segment, it's held by itself, but when you get a rune, it's pretty easy. When you have the rune of the BFG, you can just tear through about everything that's in there. And it's a great feeling. Until then, just load your infinite grenade magazines into your grenade launcher. Chip away. Boom. Chip. This map is starting to wear my brain a little bit. My brain already has holes in it. Stop trying to make them any bigger, Fire and Ice. And I think that's everything on this side of the stairs. I think that's going to be everything. Okay, get a little bit of the remainder. We one cadaver that manages to weasel out a couple missiles. I hate the explosion radius on cadaver missiles. It's so wide. It's so much wider than a Revenant missile should be, because people expect Revenant missiles, they can be dodged like in very tight corridors, since they, you know, don't explode. Oh, the Sand Spirit actually dropped a Megasphere. That's the only redeeming factor about the Sand Spirit, is that he can actually drop Megaspheres. He's not even here because he doesn't have a Death Corpse. He doesn't have any kind of sprite that he drops on death. He just kind of explodes into sand. Just a bunch of sand. But believe it or not, they can be resurrected as nothing. Nothing can be there, but they can still be resurrected. I see the Revenant. Unless there's two. I hope there's not two. Okay, I think it's just him. Whoa. Okay. Watch that one. Watch that one. I think, yeah, these are all the Barons that we killed. Nothing special at all. They're all just regular Barons. Come on. Every one of them is just a regular Baron. That's pretty sad even for Complex Doom spawners. Complex Doom spawners for Barons being much different, obviously having the Barons spawn at a very... Complex Doom's Baron spawners have a lot lower rates of spawning higher tier Barons than any other regular Baron spawner. Than any other regular spawner at all. There's no way English can actually treat me properly while I'm trying to play this map. Well, we have a couple ways we can handle this legendary Revenant. We down him instantly again, okay. One shot, there is two. There are two legendary Revenants. So we down one. We either down one once or one twice. What can we do except try and BFG spam? No, he's gonna kill me right there. He's gonna kill me with that. How did none of that come around at all? That's surprising. None of the cluster bomb actually came around that corner. I'm debating if I should do another key segment before I come back. Nope, I can't. I have to kill him. I've got to kill him or I'm not going to get a rune. I'm not going to complete anything else. That's a lot. Okay. Missed most of that. Missed a lot of that. Okay. We're fine. We're still fine. How did he hit me from there? He can't even see me from this angle. These legendaries, I swear. Alright, we found our grenade lobbing angle. Clear out the regular ones at least. At the very least. Don't want to do that yet, because that spawns a ton of cacodemons. We don't need that. I gotta sit and regroup for a second, because there's a lot to do in this map left, and there's a lot that can go wrong. We have legendary revenants. We have a couple more cyber demons in this next upcoming section that I can't really angle from here because I've dropped off part of the map. And then we have just whatever's left. I'm just worried about the cyber demons, and that's it. Everything else is okay. It's survivable, sort of. Watch the rockets. Those things are crazy. They're stupidly fast and do a stupid amount of damage. Welcome to LCA. God, he's doing it again. I'm dead. How am I getting lucky with that? That's crazy. Whoa. Oh, I almost got a little bit. I actually touched him a bit. A bit more than he touched me, at least. I just have to sit here. I just have to sit here, take a break from this. Take a break from fighting this legendary revenant. 2 legendary revenants. Thankfully, I have the high ground. It's over, Revenant. I have the high ground. Oh, they're both gonna be stuck with it. I'm gonna take a risk and try and just approach one because I have the stairs. I have to run back immediately, which I will likely have to do. Running back. Running back immediately. Don't do that again. That's dumb. Stop doing that. Just BFG. Trust the BFG. It's been here for you the whole time. They're both down there. Oh, they're both down there. They're both just gonna stockpile up and give me an easier time to shoot them. What do you know? If they'd stop invulning, just keeping me from doing any more damage. I got both of them! Wow! No, did I actually... No, I didn't actually get any of them. They're both gonna pop right back up. Of course. A funny visual, sure, but nothing effective. Just gotta wait that out. You've gotta be... Oh, God. Everything that comes along the floor. You don't expect anything to come along the floor. Which I was trying to remember my legendary revenant combos too, and of course immediately after he does the sparkles flying everywhere across the map, he's gonna throw your hands! He's gonna throw these little grabby hands across the ground! I had the high ground though. Come on. Right there? Right there. First thing. He's like the first in line, too. He's insulting at this point. Kill a Cyberzer. If we can get that Cyberzer to drop me a railgun, we have a chance at least. I need the railgun. You're gonna get me that don't actually give me the railgun. Give me the railgun. You know what I mean, right? Hey, you can't talk anyway, just give me your gun. But he actually dropped it. That's great. That's the best thing that could have happen. I also have the BFG now, so this might be a bit easier. Oh no, I opened from that side too. Okay. Get him. Hit him. Okay. Okay, wait for the hands. Go, get the armor. Is he actually dead? He's actually dead. Wow. I kind of blacked out. What just happened there? I now have a cannon, legendary armor, and a legendary rune. All of which is exactly what I needed. This is perfect. Now we're gonna win. Because I can just spam this throughout most of the level. I don't even have to aim. Just look at this. Things just die. That is until we get some more ammo for it, which is going to drop from if you have backpacks somewhere. The one big problem, this level is pretty ammo deprived. For anything other than BFG, of course. But with a legendary rune, this railgun is going to pack an extreme punch. One-shotting cat goes into a blue mess. Oh, today just got a lot better. Went from being just completely groped by a legendary revenant to slaughtering one right in front of you in a matter of seconds. How did I even do that? Tracers. You have to get the tracers. People make fun of me for getting so close to the cyber demons, but it's the tracers. You don't believe it until you see it, and you saw it just right there. We have an ammo sphere we can waste. We can gladly waste that now that I have some ammo. I also hate to be the guy who actually spams railgun throughout the map after immediately just talking about railgun is super overpowered. I'll just discuss that with people by myself. I'm just trying to give me a second to try and contemplate that oxymoron. I just said people by myself. I discuss it privately about how railgun is a super overpowered weapon and how once you get all these great items, legendary rune and other stuff that other add-ons give you, you can just take a railgun and blast your way through practically any enemy. And now I'm just going to spend half this level cutting down everything with a railgun. Life comes at you fast. But if that's what I have to do, it's what I'll do. And I'll take no shame in it. Failing that side, I just knocked him off. I didn't even do anything. No, regular Demolisher, how unfortunate. The one spider in this map had to be regular. Armageddon Sphere. Better spawns, better spawns. They're taking mercy on me now. No, I'm just gonna be like extremely peeved from dying to that one revenant. So they're trying to make it look good now. Imagine this Demolisher would be dead by now. There we go. The best thing about the railgun is you just cut down all these Mancubi in a line. Oh, it's a beautiful sight to see. He actually hit me? No, he's just hitting a wall. Okay, good. I don't have mines. Even so, I didn't think I'd be able to throw him with the railgun because, you know, genius complex coding doesn't let you throw mines with all guns. I want to say that's a bug, but it's probably intentional. Like, the big guns you can't throw mines with, like a rocket launcher, grenade launcher, BFGs you can't throw mines with. You know, because realism, of course. Okay, another legendary revenant. I expected there to be a lot in this map. I was not disappointed, but come on. I have the weaponry now. Yeah, throw the hands again. Give me that PTSD, that sweet disorder. Just have to rub it in my face, don't you? Or I'm cutting you down immediately this time. This might be a bad segment of the map to do that in. To have a legendary revenant cluster bomb. Might be a very bad segment of the map to do that. Alright, come on. Get in sight. Yeah, do that. That's a fun one to do, right? One of the hardest things about dealing with a legendary revenant is you don't know what attacks involve him and which ones don't. It's the only thing. Okay, he's actually dead now. We got him. Got another one. I think I can just jump over here. Yeah, walk through the Demolisher room and get to the other side. There they are. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't take that hallway this time, because I'd have to deal with that legendary revenant on his terms instead. Like Sun Tzu says, fight the enemy on your own terms. Also make sure to kick him in the nuts. Sun Tzu also said that. You're not going to deny that really old Chinese man his own properties, right? Pretty smart man. Well, we have another legendary ammo sphere, so we can actually just waste this one. Because you can't carry a lot more of these legendary items on stacks more than one. You see, I can't pick this one up. So we're just going to leave it there until we can do the other half of the red key segment, which is going to require that ammo sphere. I think there's a couple more cybers down this section. Until then, just the Hectobi Behemoth, Dedibus, Gibbs, they're beautifully designed. They come out of the right spots, they do exactly what's on the tin. It's just a lot of these simple gore things that look really good. It's just some things that most of these complex add-ons, like beyond LCA, just don't have down. Now, there's actually a pretty cool secret right here. I don't even think it's really a secret. Well, yeah, it gives you cells, never mind. You can see right, go away, I'm trying to explain something. You see right here the word vial? Not a reference to how many archvials are on this map, mind you, but actually a reference to, STX Vial, I think. Yeah, STX is his name. The speedrunner. Who actually, I think, holds the, Nightmare speedrun record on this map. Surprisingly. I can't be too sure because I got that from DoomWiki. .org, not Wikia. Wikia is a trash website and should never be glanced upon by any kind of humankind. I remember I went on Wikia once and actually got, one of those, I just swapped out my legendary armor. Okay, great. Well, this could be a bit of a difficult recovery then. Watcher. Of course, something has to survive the one railgun shot I put through here. The one super powerful railgun shot. Okay, just those regular annihilators. I hear something warping. I hear some kind of warping over there. Might be a behemoth. I hope it's a behemoth. Until then, cut them down with the rather weak cannon. One of them's still not dead. There we go. It takes that long for a rune-charged cannon to cut down legendary cyber demons. I click my teeth right there. Yeah, it's behemoth. Watch the homing. He's got a lot of homing shots on him. This might actually be able to do the ball since he has some rune. Or we're just gonna cut him down with the railgun. I forgot we had that. I keep forgetting how stupidly strong this thing is. Watch out for those. I actually did not know. Oh, it's not those shots. I thought it was the one shots he do that just stay there and explode a couple times. I had no idea how those worked for a while. Watch the fire too. The fire is another floor attack. Another painful floor. He's doing it, isn't he? Those are the balls! Back up! Those are the balls I was so scared of in fear. Yeah, scared of the balls in fear. Ironically, of course. Because they last for so stupidly long. Or they used to last a lot longer than that, too. Alright, he's down. Thankfully. Did he drop an armor? Get out of here. You are of no importance after this. Did not drop an armor, I don't think. No, exactly. He did drop a time freeze, which will help with the revenants. I don't even remember what I was talking about. The balls of fear, yeah. Those balls that you can shoot out are actually balls that a legendary sentient can shoot out too, which are legendary spider masterminds. And like a couple of other things in this mod, they are directly ripped from Russian Overkill. Like, named sprites, effects, everything. Ripped from Russian Overkill. If you take the projectiles of an enemy and have them taken from Russian Overkill, they're gonna be stupidly strong and overpowered. Like, Russian Overkill was meant to have everything overpowered. Another legendary revenant, are you serious? Alright, cut through. I thought we were gonna clear out one side and then the other, but we have another legendary revenant on our hands. Alright, he's down, so we can take care of the rest. No, wait, there's two. Oh god, there's two, and I've just cornered myself. Do not let up. Just do not let up. No, he's dead. Do the armor. But hectic right now. I have a good excuse for it, though. What is this? The fourth legendary revenant at this point? I think he's dead. Yes, he's actually dead. He dropped a lot of good stuff, too. Legendary Demon Rune I see, Legendary Atmosphere, another Legendary Rune, which we don't need. Can't stack runes, unfortunately. And Armor and Cannon. Wow, he dropped everything. Everything we need, at least, because this rune... We're doing that Revenant section, we're doing it right now. Not wasting another second. Can't skip up there. Gotta go all the way around the map to get there. Alright, let's go. Just mow down everything with the cannon now that we can. The uphill struggle. It's not even a struggle, we're just kind of waltzing at this point. Cut him down. There's one really bad thing about the legendary demon rune that I have to show off. Hopefully I still have some armor by the time I make it there, because it's related to that. Okay, get the sand spirit out of here. No sand. Sand is bad. I think that... Okay, I have the rocket launcher. I actually picked up the rocket launcher this time, thankfully. I've learned from my mistakes. Nuke the turret. The sand spirit's still alive. Not for... He's still alive! 1,500 health is way too much for a Hell Knight. A non-legendary Hell Knight. It's insanity. I wish he didn't exist. I honestly just wish he didn't exist at this point. No reason for him. It should make the Hell Duke look bad. Well, now we have the arms and armaments. We can just waltz to this Legendary Revenant section. I say Legendary Revenant by accident, but I know in the back of my mind there's going to be a Legendary Revenant. No, go on, hit me. Hit me again. I can take it. Actually, don't hit me again. I'm not going to take that. Another behemoth. Come on. How much do I have to use this railgun? How much do I have to spam this railgun on enemies? I mean, sure, if you're going to make me, then I'll have to oblige, unfortunately. I gotta branch out, though. I have to be creative. This is the fun channel. I gotta have fun just seeing me shoot a straight line. A very boring straight line, too. Just out into... Practically can't even see it that well. I'm sure by the time this compresses into 1080p, it's gonna look even worse, but... Even here, it doesn't look great. Ooh, he snuck that one in. That was way too big to actually work its way through the bar. Just gonna shut him until I kill this thing. Just get a bit more knowledge of what I'm saying first. Where'd he go? Look for... Did he get out there? He's trying to escape. He's actually trying to get away from me. No, we're gonna cut him off. Stop him at the pass. You're not gonna escape me. He knows how strong we've become. Oh, the door's still closed. No problem, right? I saw something glow and I thought that Cyber Demon was something different. I was scared for a second. Yeah, Barbados. Stupid flying fat. Where did the behemoth go? Where did the legendary behemoth go? He was just out there. He had just enough time to escape while I was fighting the Barbados. I don't know where he went. I'm hard stretched looking for him now, because I don't want to go out and just immediately get picked off by him, because that's what's going to happen. You turn your back on these guys for 1 second, and they'll find the perfect opportunity to just blast you with their strongest moves. You're not dead, for some reason. I have a runed BFG here. I'm doing the analytics in my head as fast as I can. I should have wiped you out. Where is the behemoth? I'm scared now. He's not even in the pit anymore. Alright, Vile Dead. I have to say Vile Dead every time because I have to count them. Oh, he did die. Okay. What killed him, though? I don't know what killed him. Oh my god. Individual, indiscriminate revenants. Look at the sphere. I have full legendary gear now. I have some armor to back me up. And I have a railgun. I'm basically a replacer player at this point. Armed and ready to go. Railgun does one-shot dual actiontrons too, with Rune. It's just a great combination to have. Okay, we're gonna, I think we're gonna have a little bit of fun with this one. So we're gonna time breeze, and we're gonna, I want to see which one it goes to, because if it's the last item, does it go to the one before or the one after, which would be this one? I'm trying to think about that, but no, we're just gonna go ahead and hit the switch. I'm gonna show you what this demon rune does. Well, I've shown you what it does, but I'm gonna show you what it does that I don't like. Because there is something that happens. Miss the best attack. Only do best attack if you're going to be playing the Legendary Revenant. It's the only useful one. And make sure you don't take any best attacks either, because I think as a Legendary Revenant you can die. It's a hunch. I haven't seen it happen before, but I've seen the health go down before. Look at that. Every bone is dead. Well, almost every bone. You have the 1 second over on the side to do it. This is a great comeback when you can have something like this. Oh, I forgot the Barons too. This must be really messy. No problem. Just hold the trigger down. Oh god, the green. And I think that does it. Yep. We're golden. Literally. Literally golden. But that's what happens right there. You see, when you come out of Legendary Revenant form, you lose every bit of your armor, and your health gets reset to 100. There's no save armor account, so you can't keep your Legendary armor, because I had Legendary armor on, and it's just gone now. Wasn't kept in the Legendary Revenant state, and it wasn't even applied for whenever I was taking damage, so it's just gone now. Bye-bye. See you later. I really wish they'd fix that. I'm pretty sure there's just some simple command you can use to find out what kind of armor you have on and how much you have of it left to save in there somewhere, so you don't have to lose all of it. Well, thankfully I have another one. Not all was lost. And now we do the Cyber-Demon segment, which should have had a Cardinal of some kind, but now, since we died, just have some boring regular Cyber-Demons. Yeah, how unfortunate, right? It's a breeze, people. A breeze! Well, that's 2 keys down. 2 out of 3, and the third one's gonna be on this side, which I have to drop down to. Kill the Cyber first. A couple of BFG shots should kill him. Thank you, Rune. I owe every bit of credit that deserves to this wad, and the run of it, and the run of this wad. Sorry, I just had to slap the words out of me for a second. I owe this run to the Rune. This Rune is the only reason I'm surviving. Now, let me show you a little trick with this wad, because it's actually pretty cool, and actually meant for speedrunning. So, you hit this right here. And you wait for this to lower down a little bit. You can actually run up the way these key doors form stairs and drop down into the exit. It's cheap, but it's effective. I'm definitely not going to do that yet. I'm just going to do this normally. So we have the blue key left, down here like I said. And thankfully we have the Rune on, so we're not actually taking damage from Pain Force, because Legendary Rune does negate that. A very useful feature. Did I just hear a Redeemer? Hit the button. We're not going to wait here if it's another Redeemer. We have Rune, so we could just tear through him with a BFG. In fact, that may just be what we do. Oh, he's right there. Okay, come on. Rush me then. I have armor, I have ammo, I have more than enough to take you on. Unless you telefrag me, which is going to be the worst day possible. I don't even have to let go of the trigger, I have ammo. Don't let up. At all. I have no reason to let up at all. Just let the tracers do their own work. Where'd the Redeemer go? Is he dead? I don't want to say he's dead. There he is! Wow, he's right on top of me, but he's going suicidal, so we got him. He can come over there. Get somewhere safe. Somewhere he can't hit you. And we just wait. I didn't even see him coming until he was right on top of me. He's a very spry cacodemon. He's coming around. Oh, yes, he is. Okay, we're gonna back up a little bit. By a little bit, I mean actually to the very beginning. He's still coming. This might get a little bit creative. Back up. Keep backing up. Don't get locked on anything. Okay, he's dead. Wait for the... Are you serious? One just spawned on top of me? I think there is one that's supposed to spawn on top of you. But the rest are definitely not supposed to do that. That's just cheap. Like, seriously. It's to keep you moving, though. You don't understand. It's a difficulty thing. Actually kill yourself. Okay, I think the rest of the map is going to be... Don't forget about this one segment of Revenants right here. There's one more bone section that could be a little bit difficult. But that is a very weak alt-fire for a cannon. That's a terribly weak alt-fire, in all honesty. This cannon could just do it like a complete reworking. It's too weak for a legendary rocket launcher. Okay, so we go in here, there's probably another legendary Revenant, so we're going to time freeze, hopefully lock it up between the rest of the Revenants. A couple of Cyber Demons come out through here. Wait for the fun. Oh, they come on! You don't even have to hit the button, they just come out! Mm-hmm. Saro. And goodbye, Jojo! That's the best thing to do ever. Oh, it's great when you just line something up like that. And look, they're all practically in the same spot. Like they didn't even move. Alright, we got two Cyber... If we mess this up, if we can mess up two Cyber Demons with a cannon, we have problems. Oh yeah, let's just go ahead and put some ice through that. Is there a Revenant in there? No, I thought there could be one more Revenant so I could actually, like, put the ice through the wall at him. Because if it works for one end, it should work for the other. I should be able to put ice through the wall into him. Okay, there's a couple of vials down here. Just freeze them. Don't even care anymore. Those are some nice statues. I'm going to screenshot that for sure. There we go. That's a nice screenshot. I'm an artist. People just don't understand my tastes. One more freezer beam has to ruin the party, of course. Just, I don't care anymore. Just BFG everything. Now we don't have what? Oh, Behemoth, okay. That did not look like the Behemoth's balls curve, though. Did not look like a Behemoth Comet curve. It looked like zombie curve. And I was about to question that very hard. Well, you don't want to pop a legendary Revenant on me at the last minute? No, I didn't think so. We have one more wave of Barons, I want to say. I know Revenants spawn like right on top of you. Oh, he dropped the rifle. Give me that. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it all the way. I'm gonna power myself up to the max. I'm not gonna waste anything. Didn't do that part yet. Hold on. Wait. Oh, I didn't even do this part. I don't even know why. Huh. Why do you even do anything for you? Oh, it's the way you're supposed to get out of the acid, but everyone just uses the jump from the cyber trick down to there. Yeah, that's the way you're supposed to do it. Because it spawns all of these barons, and that's the wave I was thinking about. I don't feel like forming a strategy for this. Zawardo. Just freeze them all. Come on, excuse me, Duke. Okay, fine, I'll just go around the other way. There we go. There shouldn't be a problem with this. There's no reason for this to be a problem. Wait, oh, that's a Hell Knight, isn't it? That's a legendary Hell Knight. Yep. There's a problem now. There actually is a problem. At least it's not a legendary Cyber Noble. With all the Barons out there, there was a chance of that being a legendary Cyber Noble. Give me that ammo sphere. Now I can actually use it. And we're just gonna let loose on everything except the legendary Hell Knight, of course, because we can. Yeah, have fun with that. Fair and balanced. Wait for that. Okay, there he is. Now we BFG. Don't do something stupid like just step into all of his floor projectiles. There we go. I'd much rather use BFG in all honesty, because this thing is a powerhouse. And it's actually, I think it's stronger than the legendary cannon in all honesty. For a legendary weapon, the cannon is disappointing on all levels. And that is most of the map. I don't know where the other last 7, 8 enemies is, but there are the remnants in there. Okay, we're gonna handle this with style. Get the Armageddon and then we'll run back. Because that Armageddon lasts for a while. You see if I missed any other good pickups from any legendaries I've killed. Don't want to miss some opportunity to stack. Another ammo sphere. That'll do. Check the Behemoth. I'll check the Behemoth, pick up the Armageddon, and then rush it. Another ammo sphere. You've got to be kidding me. Like, how many ammo spheres have I just missed because I can't pick up more than one? Seriously. We haven't used though, so we're just gonna... We've done it! We just waste some ammo now. We're gonna have fun here. We have 8 Revenants, and nothing glowed. Nothing was glowing, so nothing should take me by surprise. Nothing's going to take me by surprise for sure. I'm not gonna allow it. So we run through here, the switch right here lowers the key. Get that. Nope, sorry, I can't hear you over the sound of sheer power. That's it. That's the entire map right there. We finally. You know what? I'll take 2 tries. I will gladly take 2 tries on Fire and Ice. It definitely beats the possible 7, and then having to take, what, 3 hours to fully beat this thing, because this is a long map. It's a really, really long and grating map. Look, half an hour for that one run alone. The last one was like 40 minutes. That's just I was explaining everything and trying not to waste time, but that's it. That was Scythe. And I could not be happier with how that turned out. Could not be happier with how this is going. Could not be happier with how I've introduced myself. And could not be happy with the reception. I'm very glad to have met a lot of you that have been commenting regularly. Some of you I recognize from Hex's videos, and that's good. Well, what's next from here? Some of you may be very bored with me explaining exactly what LCA does, because you know LCA very well, you've watched Hexa, you've played it yourself. So what I'm thinking, more add-ons. A little bit more variety, a little bit new stuff that you may have not seen before, because I know Hexa is very anti-LCA add-on, and with good reason too. There is a lot of crap in the LCA add-ons in all honesty, but there are some gems. There are some really good gems. Randomons, Dust, DJB to an extent as well. There is a big crap one which I do want to do as well, just to show off how crap it is, and I'm not going to spoil it because I know Hex is not going to spoil it because he isn't knowledgeable in that field. He's very good with LCA, but beyond that, he doesn't know too much. He hasn't seen what I've seen. The absolute hell that war is. So I want to do a just LCA randomons next for whatever map I do next, because that's just a work in progress for me. I don't know which map pack I'm going to be doing immediately next. I have a couple of ideas that I'm tossing up in the air. I had like maybe 3 down. I'm not going to spoil them. Definitely not going to be spoiling what I do next, because that'd just be an anticipation thing. People would be studying the maps, people would be trying to help me out with all the secrets. I'm not going to spoil it at all. What I'm going to make sure is that, first of all, I can beat it with LCA, and whatever add-on I choose. And secondly, that it's entertaining enough and decent length, because I like how short the series was. I like how the maps didn't just take too long, or I don't know, the entire map in an hour-long video. Excluding this one, of course, because it has to be the last map. It has to be the super tough and long map. I have no problem with that. But I mean those WADs where it's like nothing but this one map. Nothing but revenants in square rooms where you have to BFG them and run in a circle, run in a circle, run in a circle, shoot the BFG, run in a circle. That gets annoying after a while. I want flair, I want pizzazz, I want style, and I want playability. That's a very good thing to consider. My hope is TNT related, like I said, because that should be a decent progression from Doom 2, TNT, Plutonia, and then whatever from there. So I can't even put to words how excited I am for what's to come in the future. This is going to be a good year for all of us. So I hope everyone's New Year's been well. This is General Roastrock, signing off. Stay violent, everyone.